good response to the game the other night.
Yeah, we came out, we started on time, which is a big key for us, and we stuck to our game plan the whole game. You were hard on pucks, you were hard on the 3 feet along the wall, and put pucks on net and got to net, simple stuff.
Is it important at this time of year? I know as we get closer to the playoffs, you get back-to-back losses and the standings tighten up a little bit. It's important to just have a game like this.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of getting back on track. Pete and the coaching staff have been really emphasizing playoff habits. And this was a game that we really did that pretty well.
Your goal a little bit fluky.
I didn't get there.
You think you could do that again if you tried?
No. Just kind of shot it, put the puck on it, and good things happen.
Is that the perfect example of just putting more pucks towards the net and seeing what happens?
Yeah. It's never a bad play to put the puck on net. I've been pretty cold lately as far as goal scoring goes, so that was pretty nice. I just got to shoot on 2-0s now, I guess.
What was the vibe like in the building for the players?
It was awesome. I mean, warm-ups was packed. It was fun. And having a guy like Modano here, the excitement's just, it's palpable in there, so it was really fun tonight. Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just a good response to the game the other night.
It was good. It was good for our team. I think it's always tough coming back from a road trip like that, but these are points that we need, and we're certainly capable of getting if we play the right way.
Tom said that the coaches have been stressing playoff-type hockey. Is this closer to that type of game, and is it important?
Yeah, I think there's different levels throughout the season too. You got to elevate, and I think this is a good plateau for us to continue to build and to get better each night, and not worry about so much the score, but how we're playing, and that'll take care of itself.
What has LA done that has allowed you guys to beat them so handily so far this season?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, they were on a back-to-back, and they got some talented players. I thought we did a good job of staying out of the box with that and limiting turnovers to some of their skill guys especially.
Growing up in Wisconsin, do you have any memories of Mike Modano, whether it's in the 2002 Olympics or World Cup or any of that kind of stuff?
I played in like a World Junior A Challenge up in Canada, and I actually had they had some hand-me-down USA gloves, and I got a pair of Mike Modano gloves. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, he's being an American-born player, and seeing all the success he had he's definitely a pinnacle player for U.S.-born guys to watch and try to emulate.
You had a lot of time in Nashville. What do you think of Dallas? I mean, because I do think we've talked a lot about what he and those guys built here.
Yeah, I think just coming into this room it's a good culture. It's hard to build. You put a lot of work into it, and you get the right pieces to it and the right people. So I think this is definitely a great room, and guys take care of each other in here and do the right things.
What was the vibe pre-game, stepping out there? The crowd was going to be amped for tonight, just the festivities and everything else for you guys.
I think everyone does a good job of staying even keel in this room. I think, especially from play to play and from period to period, I think you stay even keel and you don't get too high, and especially don't get too low after the week that we have. So it's it keeps everybody calm and able to make plays and do the right things.
Thank you.
Thank you. Harley just said the coaches have been stressing playoff-style hockey.
Yeah.
That seemed a lot closer to it.
Yeah, I think so. Again, a good response game after the last one. Thought we were really solid. And really when you look at it, in LA, the Florida game, this game, I thought we played some really good hockey for long stretches. So that's a good sign. We just got to keep building on that.
When your younger guys like Thomas and Wyatt are
Yeah.
playing the way that they are, not just for this season, but the future of this
Yeah.
franchise, what's that like for you to see?
Yeah, it's great to see. I mean, those two guys might have been the best players on the ice tonight, and their age. So that's a great sign, especially for this time of year, because this is the time of year where some young guys start to get worn down or pushed out a little bit, and I think those guys are finding another level for us, which is fantastic.
We talked in preseason about sophomore slump for Wyatt, and he seems to have just blown right through.
Yeah.
Is there anything key that you've seen from him?
I think he was he handled it really maturely over the summer. I think he came back. He didn't want to change a lot. He moved. He lived with Joe again, so that he didn't have a whole bunch of new stuff. And he had some bumps in the road, though. I think he went 15 plus games without a goal at one point in the year. But the way he handled it, the maturity he handled it with, I was really impressed. It didn't faze him. He didn't wear it. He didn't show frustration. He didn't really get down. He just kind of kept plugging away and worked his way out of it. And he's playing at a really high level right now.
From last game, you identified taking penalties and turnovers as two things that you needed to clean up. What did you like most about today's game? Was it the lack of penalties or the lack of turnovers?
Yeah, well, both. When you're talking playoff type hockey, those are two things that can really hurt you, particularly against a good team, and LA's a good team. So, I thought we were dialed in tonight in the details of the game, which is managing the puck, checking with our legs and stick on puck, not taking soft penalties. I thought our battle level was really high. Now, they're on a back-to-back, so, you have to give our guys some credit for understanding the situation and making sure that we were really good in all those areas in order to get 2 big points.
How'd you feel about the vibe in the building?
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. I saw Mike Modano before the game, came in the coach's room for a few minutes. I've always been a fan of how he played. I think he's one of those guys you could plop in any generation and he'd be a great player. And he's a class act, and I thought just a great night, great energy in the building. I think that fed our first period, and we kind of went from there.
Funny, he even said the rain was a problem, but it actually worked out better because he got to do it in the building.
Yeah. Everything happens for a reason, and it was a great night for him, and it was great that his whole family was here, and I think great for the people of Dallas to show him and his family how important a part of this franchise he's been. Okay, thank you.